All right, man. Are you picking the Falcons? Is that who you're
Five.
picking?
Nah, David said we doing 5 teams random now.
5-team random. What the fuck? What do you mean 5-team random?
As in, press random 5 teams, 5 up to 5 times.
So you press random 5 times and you pick the last one that gets selected?
Yep. Like so. Except I only pressed it like 3 times. Hold on.
Bullshit. That shit moved 5 times. You're not gonna play me.
No, that was 3. I promise
us.
you. I clicked it 3 times. I still have 2 more clicks. Do you want me
I'm going back to the Saints.
Okay,
You go back,
I'll go back to the
Falcons.
Let's. All right.
Then you
Ready?
press you.
I'll go
press
first.
to the one at a time.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's get it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lord have mercy. Woo! Custom playbook, huh? I already got the bullshit on lock, I see. No hesitation.
Oh, wait, it signed me out my account. I forgot about that.
What signed you out, sir?
My YouTube, because I had to change the password.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. In today's game, we feature 2 young receivers who are leading their teams. It's Jeremy Maslin going up against Sammy Watkins. So let's send you up to Orchard Park, New York. Standing by, Brandon Guy.
Oh, boy.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful
Copy link.
afternoon for
Post this in the
football.
chat real
Today,
quick.
we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Buffalo Bills.
All right, let's get it.
Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. Just about time to rock
You
as
real
Toe
deal's
gets
a
ready
bitch
to
for
meet
that.
leather. So a
Just want you to
very
know.
short kick here. This
You
will take
tried
a
to
lot
kill
get
me.
this. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
You know what? You's a nigga. And I don't mean that in no nice way.
All right. Shit.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins.
I know the object for us when we call games is to be neutral, but I have to tell you, I am rooting so hard for Sammy Watkins to have an injury-free next season, just to see everything that he can do and give himself the best opportunity so that we can see it.
Yeah, over the last 2 years. And right away, he lost the football. The big fella. And it's picked up by the Chiefs.
A user blitz.
This one
I am
back. A
sorry.
fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score.
right.
And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's
It's been a
exactly
regular
what
sack.
happened.
They'll be
And
singing
now
in the shower
Tyrod gotta be a
post-game.
bitch.
And you can bet they're preaching 2
Okay.
hands on the ball here as the
All
kicks
right.
away following that fumble return. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And the Bills getting set to go. Throwing now, Taylor on 1st down. Left side here, caught by Clay. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in this 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Electric playmakers as we look at the offense here. Sammy Watkins, he's an electric playmaker.
Love the word you used. And this guy makes plays and opens the game up.
On 2nd down, here's Taylor. Going to drop this off to McCoy. Complete.
Hello?
And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. It'll be a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. And let's take a look at the defensive starters for Kansas City.
Marcus Peters is a former first-round pick who has great anticipation and tremendous ball skills.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. For McCoy this year, 5th time in his 8-year career that he's topped the 1,000-yard mark. Charles, first time he's done it with the Bills, though, finished with 1267.
And he's the type of player that you can build around. And what I mean by that is, as a runner, as a pass catcher, he does a little bit of everything, and he opens up the offense for everyone else around him, the complementary players. But he's a guy, heavy-duty ball carrier, and also get him in space, and he can break people down.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. It's complete to Chris Conley. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Jamal Charles, nobody in front. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Jamal Charles. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
On the return, it's Brandon Tate. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter knows.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
Now a play fake here on first down. Rolling to his right and nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. They'll come out in the pistol. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. 2nd and 10, it's Taylor again. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. A first down carry here for Charles. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards on the pickup, and that'll be good for a KC first down.
So let me make sure I have this right. He's already found the end zone once, and now he's ripped off a big chunk of yardage here on this one. His confidence is awfully high. So now I've got to put myself in the shoes of the defensive coordinator. Do I go ahead and sell out to try and stop him and force him to do something different? Or do I risk him having a big monster day against my defense?
Second down following the run. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Charles the lone setback.
What's that? Oh, okay.
Play fake for Charles. Now Smith. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. From the gun on third down, Smith. Escaping the pressure right. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. Fighting him off.
Just ran right through the trash.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. And the O-line will have to do a better job protecting here on third down after that sack. Play action. Now Taylor. And he couldn't hang on.
Really?
The contact. Incomplete.
You know it's not an easy job to go out
thank
and catch
God.
passes with
He was
people
gone.
trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded at the 33. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
There are certain words that sometimes we overuse, but there's one that's really welcome on a player's resume, and that's the word breakout. And I thought Travis Kelce was one of the breakout stars of 2016 in the NFL. What a season he had with Kansas City.
Over 1,100 yards. Now, to put that into perspective with everybody else that was catching the football for them, the next closest had 593 for the Chiefs. So, breakout year indeed.
And for me, it's how he did it, because he did it in a variety of ways.
Jamal Charles, nobody in front, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Jamal Charles with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. And he's able to put it through. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here. And the Bills offense comes out ready to take over. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking.
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert.
Not who I want to control.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. And if Kansas City wants to make a push toward the Super Bowl next year, they need Justin Houston healthy for more than 5 games. He had 4 sacks in those 5 games last year, but he's a big piece.
He's a guy who in past years has gotten as many as 22 sacks in a season. So we know the pass rush ability is there. And just think of it this way. When we were kids in college football, they always said you could never have enough running backs. In the NFL, you can never have enough pass rushers. Put him with Tamba Hali and Dee Ford, and look out.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield. And now here comes Kansas City. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Obviously, a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
They'll keep it on the ground, this time with Charles. And a short gain down to about the 33. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
So while the offense has had a big day, no one on that side of the ball is excited about seeing a loss like that. Their goal, to make every play positive, and when you have a bad one like that, your next goal is to not let it spiral into more.
Now it's the Princeton man.
Oh, come on.
And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Yeah, I missed that one.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the 2nd quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen.
I'm always lagging on kicks. That makes 0 sense.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Now Taylor. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Tamba Hali coming in from that outside linebacker spot to bury him for a loss of 7. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some
We're still playing, but it's
We're going to
28-0 right now. My favor.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Listen, there's been a lot of bullshit that's happened in the early parts of this game that I'm not going to get into because it's just going to sound like I'm complaining. But there will be a second game after this. This was not a one-game show.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaches.
Because I got the Buffalo Bills, and he got the Kansas City Chiefs. And if I know one thing correctly, that pass rush is ungodly. That pass rush is the devil itself. There's nothing you can do. I can't do anything. Can't pass. Barely can run with the ball. Keep having to punt. Eventually, I'm just going to have to keep going for it.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Throwing on third down, Smith. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Call it a gain of 3, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease.
Oh, you're kidding me.
Stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense.
That's that Madden magnetism.
Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted. And
Hey, Rashad, is anybody else online?
See if they can get the latter 50%. Now it's Taylor.
Oh my God!
Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And they will finally get it.
Invite him to the party. Yeah, invite him to the party.
All right, Sean, you get game 1. I'm done with the foolishness of this Chiefs defense.
All right.
Round 2, bitch. I'm really upset now that you out here showcasing bullshit in the first game. Oh.